Beginning of day 6. Got an early start today because I'm going into town to resupply and planning on staying in a hotel. Here's a good idea of what the trail looks like. That's the trail. And I still have 8 miles to go today to get into town. And if it's anything like yesterday's 7.5 miles, it's going to be a full day. So I'd heard from one of the guys who was southbound that the Twin Mountains, North Twin and South Twin, are really tough, and a scramble like yesterday was where you had to pull yourself up by your hands on trees and roots and stuff. So could be another low mileage day, lowering my expectations. So hopefully by this afternoon I'll be to town, get a shower, resupply, and figure out what I want to do for the rest of the trip. This is the trail. It's kind of hard to see. Up the Twins. Actually, so far hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. My camera work probably sucks because obviously I can't look at the camera while I'm climbing up this, but no view yet, hopefully near the top. I think I'm almost to the top of the Twins. This is the view from the trail. It's been about, look at my watch, hour and 45 minutes non-stop climbing. You probably can't see it, but down there you can see the power line that I crossed under yesterday. This part of the trail coming down towards Lonesome Lake Hut is nice. You can hear the workmen up there working. They actually have a generator and a drill, and they're moving rocks and cutting steps into the rocks. So the trail on the way down has been a lot easier than it was on the other side. It was way harder. I mean, this doesn't look great, but it's definitely a lot better. Made it to Lonesome Lake Hut. So that's actually the building we stayed in 4 years ago. Here's the main hut. Ran in there and bought some earplugs because I forgot to bring mine, and bought 3 yummy chocolate chip cookies. And the lake's down there. I'll film when I get down there, but should only be a few more miles to the road. I made a reservation at a hotel and walked down a 1-mile paved path to a visitor center, and there's a phone there that I can use to call the hotel, and they're going to come pick me up. So be staying in the hotel tonight. Here's Lonesome Lake. Up there you can see Franconia Ridge, which we did most of 4 years ago. So I think the plan is to skip that and shuttle up to where I haven't already done the trail, not to repeat the trail ever again this trip. There will be a teeny tiny little stretch on the far right hand side of the ridge that I'll miss, but that'll give me a good excuse to come back up here and do that last little bit. End of day 6, and I made it to Franconia Notch and called up the guy who runs the Gale River Motel. He came to the trailhead and picked me up, and the only room they had left was this little cabin. This is an old hotel, I believe, from the 50s. The cabins are kind of behind the hotel. There's another little cabin, and that's actually the back of the hotel. But it's cute. It's an old school cabin. Guy was real friendly, and I talked to him about hiking and trails, and he seemed real knowledgeable about it. It's got its own little picnic table and grill. the little porch that I was sitting on. And unfortunately, there's no cell phone connection and only Wi-Fi at the office. But it's got a little living room, and actually it's 2 bedrooms. Bedroom number 1. No phone in here either. Bedroom number 2. Its own little table for 2. Little kitchen. And a bathroom. Cute place.